Hello, how to solve this exponential problem? This is n to the power of 3 over 2 and this equals 7 to the power of 3 over 2. Now, let's consider this. If you have a power n times n, this equals a power n to the power of n, and also that equals a power n to the power of n. So if the 3, we can easily factor it out, and this 3, we can factor it out. So you can have something like n to the power of 3 times 1 over 2, and this equals 7 power 3 times 1 over 2. Now, the 3 here can represent our n, and the half here represent n. So we now transform it using this identity. That means the n, this is the n, this is the n, n, m. So we apply this, the n comes inside the bracket, we have n power 1 over 2. And the 3 is now outside the bracket. And this equals the same thing here, we have 7 power 1 over 2. And the 3 is outside the bracket. See, if you have a power 1 over 2, this equals square root of a. Applying this right here, that means we are simply going to have, this is square root of n to the power of 3. This equals square root of 7 to the power of 3. So at this point, we can easily move this over here and equate everything to 0. We have square root of n to the power of 3. This becomes minus square root of 7 to the power of 3. And this equals 0. Now we have power 3 here. We have power 3 here. We have minus here. So for us to expand this, we consider this identity. If you have a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this equals a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b power 2. And in this case, this is our a, this is our b. So from here, we apply this, we have a minus b, so we have root n minus root 7 as a minus b. Then we have times a squared, that is root n to the power of 2 plus ab, we have root n times root 7 plus b squared, we have root 7 to the power of 2, and this equals 0. So from here, we can easily have, this could be root n minus this is root 7, don't forget that. Our b is root 7, so that is root 7. Root n minus root 7 times this cancel this, we have n plus this will give us root 7n plus this cancel this, we have 7, and this equals 0. At this point, we can equate each of these to 0. We have root n minus root 7 equals 0. We also have n plus root 7n plus 7, and this equals 0. So for this, we can easily move this over here. We have root n equals root 7. So square root here, cancel square root here, we have n equals 7. So this becomes our n1. We need to also solve this to find the other values of n. We have n plus square root of 7n plus 7 equals 0. Now from here, you can move this over here. You also move this over here. So we are going to be left with this is square root of 7n is equal, this is negative 7 minus n. Now the square root here, we keep the squares of both part of this equation. So right now, what happens here is that this cancels this. We have 7 times n. This equals, this is negative 7 minus n times negative 7 minus 10. So from here, we have 7n equals this times this. This is 49. This times this plus 7n. This times this plus 7n. This times this plus n power 2. So from here, we simply have 7n equals this is 49 plus this will give us 14n plus n squared. So what we are going to do will be to move this 7n over here. It becomes 0 equals 49 plus 14n minus 7n plus n power 2. So we can rearrange this. We have n squared, 14n minus 7n, this is plus 7n, plus 49, this equals 0. So we are going to solve this quadratic equation, and we can solve this using the formula method. We have n equals negative b plus or minus square root of, this is b squared, minus 4 times ac divided by 2 times a. So right here we have 1, which is the equation of n squared, that is our a, b, which is 7, which is the equation of n, and c, that is 49. So from here, we have n equals negative b, that's negative 7, plus or minus square root of b squared, we have 7 power 2, minus 4 times a, 1 times c, that is 49. And this is divided by 2 times 1, that is 2 times a. So from here, we have n equals negative 7 plus or minus, we have square root of 7 squared, that is 49, minus 4 times 1, that is 4. So you can have 4 times 49. Let's do it here. 49 times 4. 4 times 9, that is 36. 6 squared over 3. 4 times 4, 16. 16 plus 3, that is 19. You have 196. So this is 196 divided by 2. From here, we have n equal to negative 7 plus or minus square root of 49 minus 196. So you have 196 minus 49. So we take 1 and add here, that is 16. 16 minus 9. We are simply going to have 7. So this becomes what? 8, 8. This is, it's 8 minus 4, that is 4. We have 147. So this is 147. Now look at it here. This is 49 minus 196. So not 196 minus 46, but 49. So we have negative 147 divided by 2. So from here, we simply have n equal, this is negative 7 plus or minus. This we can express it as square root of negative 1 times square root of 147 divided by 2. So we continue from here. Now remember, square root of negative 1 here is I, that's the imaginary number I. So we are going to replace this square root of negative 1 here with I. So we have n equals, this is negative 7 plus or minus I times square root of 147. We have negative 7 plus or minus I times square root of 147. This is divided by 2, right? Now, from here, you can express 147 as product of 49 and 3. So we have n equals negative 7 plus or minus I times, this is square root of 49 times 3 divided by 2. And from here, we simply have, this is negative 7 plus or minus I times square root of 49, that is 7 root 3 divided by 2. So you can easily factor out 7 over 2 from here. So this will simply give us 7 over 2 of negative 1 plus or minus I root 3. So we have two complex solutions, which are, we have n2 equals 7 over 2 times negative 1 plus I root 3. And we also have n3 equals 7 over 2 times negative 1 minus I root 3. So these are the two complex solutions. And we also have one real solution, which was n equals 7. Let me add somewhere here. This is our n1, which is equal to 7. So that is how you can solve this exponential problem. If you want to check, you can easily insert the value of n right here. Remember, our n1 equals 7. So you have n power 3 over 2 equals 7 power 3 over 2. If you insert 7 here for n, you have 7 power 3 over 2 equals 7 power 3 over 2. So, remember this identity. If you have a power n over m, this equals the m root of a power n. So, applying that identity here, you easily have the square root of 7 power 3, and this equals the square root of 7 power 3. So, you can leave it this way. You can find the value of 7 power 3, that is 7 times 7 times 7, then you can break it down further. So that is it. This is how you can easily solve this. Thank you and see you again.